Hey, y'all, Dennis here.
Hi, Chrissy. Megan.
Muddy Water Search and Recovery. And while we wait for some others to jump on, thank you for being here tonight, for being along with us on the channel. The information you guys get out to us is incredible, very helpful. Please keep that up. And also, we released three recap update videos in the last few days. They started with the members only. Then after 48 hours, they opened up to the general public. So all three of those are available for everybody to view at this point. And if you're not a member, consider becoming a member. You'll get.
Yeah.
Damien, how you doing? Catfish, there you are. And tonight, when we move over to the discussion side of this, the open discussion, tonight we're going to step off of the Randy Leach case for tonight, and we're going to be discussing the Springfield 3 case. So when we get into that, we will be discussing Springfield 3. Hey, Barbara. Yes,
hi, Barbara.
It is. It turned out very beautiful today.
Oh my goodness. Cut the front and backyard and clean the house, and I got a lot done. Did you? No.
No. After the storms yesterday evening.
Oh my goodness. Those came in like a fast, quick, and in a hurry. But they were nice. Thunder, lightning, I love those. Yeah.
Good time to sleep.
It broke my my fern pot, though. I gotta replant it.
It broke your fern pot, and it broke your bird feeder. You had to fix today. But also want to give another shout out to Kansas Missing and Unsolved. And they will be joining us on a live feed very soon. We're working on getting that set up. I'm looking forward to having them on live with us. Really good guys. If you haven't already, check out their podcast on Facebook or even here on YouTube, Kansas Missing and Unsolved. And when we go to Salina searching for Kenny Riachek, Kansas Missing and Unsolved will be joining us on that search as well. Alex, Jen, Ponytail, how you guys doing? We've been having withdrawals from you guys. It seems like forever since we've done this.
I know. Why is that?
I don't like this. I like talking to everybody.
Yeah, I do too.
And I never shut up when I'm on here.
I know. We know.
It's all right. I don't like
kidding. I was just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having Kansas Missing and Unsolved on live with us and let you guys get to meet them and hear from them what they do, what got them into doing this, possibly discuss some of the cases, but they're good people.
Yeah, as I say, they're a really good group of guys. Well, is it just two, right?
There's two of them that's on screen. Then they have another guy in the back who's taking care of a lot for them.
Real nice guys. I mean, they really get into their discussions about it, and real nice guys.
And they do cover more than just Kansas. They've got, they run Missouri Missing and Unsolved, and it's linked with Kansas Missing and Unsolved. But they also do cases from around the country as well. So they don't just limit to Kansas.
Yeah.
And yesterday, the wind was just ridiculous.
Let's see. I was out. I had to work yesterday. We lost power, or we had glitches in the power about 3 times. So that set us back on what we do. But it was a pain in the butt, let me tell you.
And with the wind and then the storms that were coming in that eventually got here, yesterday was a no-go on searches. I was not taking my little boat out anywhere in that wind.
And then we'd have to coming out looking for you.
Then today, we were expected to have rain off and on all day today, but the rain never got here, but the sun sure shone. But today I had a lot of conversations with so many people, in particular on Randy's case, that time just got away. We had to have these conversations, and we will get into those at a later date, but it kept us from being out today.
Yeah.
This coming weekend, again, weather permitting, I haven't looked at the long range forecast yet, but this coming weekend we will be out, and we have a search we're going to be doing on Randy, and then possibly another search as well, and we'll keep you updated on those. Everyone, do not forget to hit the like button. Do it now and jump back over to live comments. Thank you, Ponytail. Dan, how you doing? Dan had nasty storms yesterday. And Dan, I saw that Reed Timmer was down in Oklahoma yesterday with some of those cells that was going through there. It did not look very well down there. Mark, how you doing?
Hey, Mark.
So, guys, is there any updates you want to throw out real quick?
I just want to get started on the
And
Springfield. Oh, wait. Go ahead.
you. When are you going to start putting? Yeah, you. When are you going to start putting pictures of your stuff over on your new Facebook page?
I'm probably gonna start doing that tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of pictures taken, and I was gonna start putting them on Etsy, but Etsy didn't think they were good enough, so I have to retake them all.
What? You're kidding.
No. So that's gonna be a little bit before that's up.
Okay.
Dan said their tornado sirens kept
Ooh.
going off. True crime. Hey, how are you doing?
Hi.
And catfish. And while I'm here, I'll be checking on the Green River on a boat removed soon.
Cool.
Well, you be careful out there, catfish. So, guys, if that's it.
All right.
We'll
Have a
call
good
it a
night.
So with that, let's go ahead and jump in on the Springfield Three case. This case, these three ladies have been missing since June 7th of 1992. And the missing people is Suzanne Streeter, Stacy McCall, and Cheryl Levitt. Cheryl is actually Suzanne's mother. They were reported missing June 7th, 1992, and was last seen around 2 a.m. The last known location was at Cheryl Levitt's home on Delmar Street. They had just got done attending a graduation party. They planned on staying at another friend's house, and with so many people there, they decided to go back to Cheryl's. Cheryl is 47 years old, 5 foot tall, 110 pounds, light brown hair. Suzanne is 19 years old, 5'2", 102 pounds, blonde hair and brown eyes. And Stacy McCall is 18 years old, 5'3", 120 pounds, blonde hair and light colored eyes. And when we go to Springfield and we search, this is one of those searches that we will be taking every bit of our gear, doing both water and ground searches.
Yes, Bobby, I do.
And I just came in and heard you say the Springfield Three. Yeah, that's the case we're going to cover tonight.
Oh.
So, Chrissy, if you want to go into the story on this case.
Okay. So all personal belongings, including vehicles and purses, they were all left behind. No sign of a struggle except a broken porch light globe. So I'm wondering if there was a little scuffle there. Let's see. What's that? Is that a TV?
KY3.
Is that a TV station?
Yeah.
Okay. So KY3 reports the door was left open during, I'm assuming during all this. Okay. Let's see. In 1997, Robert Greg Cox, a convicted kidnapper and robber, claimed he knew the women had been murdered and their bodies would never be found. The message on the machine, there was a message left on the answering machine relevant to the case, but the message was how do you say that word?
Inadvertently.
Okay. Erased. The message on the machine was from an identified male who made sexual innuendos. I can say that word though. That's what I want to talk about. Who is this guy? Do we know anything about this Greg guy? Robert, excuse me.
I think there may be some more on him down in here.
Well, I want to talk about it now. A tip came in that they're buried in the fountains of the south parking garage at Cox Hospital in Springfield. GPR shows 3 abnormalities that fit the size of the ladies, but without more to go on. Law enforcement says it would be too expensive to dig up and having to rebuild the parking garage. I get that, but I mean, there's 3 abnormalities there. Let's see. Investigators determined the lead to not be credible. Imagine that. Daryl Moore, a former assistant of the Greene County Prosecutor's Office, said the tip came from someone who either claimed to be psychic or claimed to have a dream or vision about the case. They've had over 5,000 tips come in over the years about this. That's pretty awesome. Extensive, search efforts in Lake Springfield. How do you say that one? Forsyth, Joplin, and Stockton, as well as rural and suburban areas all around Springfield, Missouri. Let's see. FBI, Missouri Highway Patrol, and numerous other agencies, as well as the Springfield Police Department, have conducted an extensive investigation into the lives of the 3 missing women, but there have been no positive leads. So this is pretty weird case to me. So I think, and that's it.
And I know Springfield Lake has had sonar on it numerous times, but that lake is so big that it would be so easy to miss something there.
Yeah. Hi, Hunter, Joanne, Craig.
So I think when we go down there, Springfield Lake is one area that we will be sonaring, but there's only certain areas that we will be hitting.
Yeah.
Knowing that they've had sonar all over the lake, then we will be focusing on access points to where they could have been put. And then from there, we'll be moving over to a couple other lakes as well as a few ground searches as well. But this one, I don't know what it is about pre-graduation parties, but we've got multiple cases that they've all went missing after a pre-graduation party.
I had one, but it sucked. So I don't understand the fun of it. Did you have one?
I had a few family members come, but that was about it.
You didn't go to a friend's house and have a party?
I can't remember.
God.
It's been too long.
It has been that long.
And the thing that troubles me about the 3 abnormalities in the foundation of the parking garage, and that being ruled not credible.
That kind of bothers me. What did they find in there? That's what I want to know.
And with them coming out and saying, oh, this is by somebody who claimed to be psychic or claimed to have a dream or vision, it sounds like they're writing off that theory by saying that. Yeah. And yet GPR shows 3 abnormalities there. And once we do have GPR that we could take down there, we will be trying to.
I'm wondering, would those be like pipes under there? But why would they?
If the person running the GPR unit has very much experience all running that, they're going to be able to easily tell the difference between pipes and something else.
Craig, 75-mile an hour wind here yesterday. Had a little, oh, goodness. Sorry about that, Craig. Goodness. And true crime, I feel like they should rip that driveway apart.
I'm with you. That should have been searched.
Yes.
And
these people, I've noticed as time goes on in the stories you read, they're getting smarter about how they get rid of bodies, so to speak.
yeah.
They don't just, just throw them in the backyard and bury them anymore. They really do their homework, and that's what's frightening.
Yeah.
When you look at how many agencies have been involved in searching, there's been local searching, family has been searching, other people have come in to search, and to have no answers still.
Yeah.
How could you roll that out so quick?
See, Jen has a good question, though. But the voice message was important. Doesn't that signify there was a prior connection and not a criminal opportunity? I was getting ready to ask you. Did the kidnapper have a connection to them? What is the deal with him?
The voice message, first off, law enforcement found when they first went into the house, and somehow they inadvertently erased it and could not get it back.
How do you?
The only way to erase it is to hit so maybe he went to replay it and hit delete by accident. But
Still,
that got erased then. And Robert Cox, he's a convicted kidnapper and robber. This ain't the first time he would be connected if he is guilty with this.
Yeah. Hunter, those things used to be tricky, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy, I've looked up a little bit on him. I want to continue digging into him to learn a little bit more about him and his past. And he was actually, I believe he was actually arrested in Florida on charges in Florida.
How soon after that?
I don't believe it was very long after, but I'm not certain.
Hey, Brent.
Hey, Brent, how you doing? Wait, a hospital is like a jail.
No, you have to go back up. She wrote a
read her
big
first
one.
comment.
Hold on just a second, guys. There it is, right there.
I did a reading on that and tried to see if I saw that psychic see. And at first I'm like, no, I see something more of an area around like a jail or prison. And I said I wasn't seeing the hospital.
And then,
but a hospital is like a jail in a way. People are kind of held hostage in a way. So I can see how it could be there as well. But if a phone number was known to be able to leave a message, aren't we looking for someone who's made previous contact? Exactly. I imagine it would have been a small cassette tape. Yeah. And looking at the time, the date, that was back in 1992. So yeah, that would have been a small cassette tape.
Because our phone had them.
And that's going to make it a lot harder to inadvertently erase.
Yeah.
So there is still a lot of this that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And a whole lot of stuff we've got to dig through to get figured out.
And then Bobby says, hey, Dennis, not changing the subject. Have you heard any more about the Summer Wells case? Seems everything went quiet. Why? Very true.
And it does seem to have gone quiet. The leads that have come into law enforcement have went nowhere. We're starting to see connections elsewhere with those, but there has been no updates, nothing really released. They say they're still working on it, but there is nothing coming out. And we do have a few more new areas of interest to search when we do make it to Tennessee. But there has been, I was looking into this yesterday, and there's nothing of any relevance come out on that one.
That's what bugs me. Because, why?
And Hunter asked anyone know where the tape went. I believe law enforcement took that, but I cannot confirm that. Are you going to look where that psychic said with your equipment? Yes, as soon as we have our own GPR that we could take that far away, we will definitely be going and trying to access that spot.
Yeah.
That hospital there, when my dad was alive, he spent a lot of time in there. My mom spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
And
because aren't you from that? You're from that area.
Yeah,
right?
I'm from about 45 miles east of Springfield. And they would have kept it even if it were erased. They may have taken it to see if that could be recovered, if anything could be done. Again, I cannot confirm that they did take it or if they did not, but I would assume they would.
Okay, here's a dumb thought. Completely dumb. Going on the cases that we have with all the police corruption and everything, are we 100% certain there even was a message on there? Because with the tape, it's harder to erase.
You would have to record over it to erase it.
Yeah. So, I mean, and it just says all the police are just saying there was a message. How do we know if that's true or not?
See, there's a lot
They
of
would have the
with
tape
that.
though. They'd have to have the tape.
Oh.
That
was just a thought that
no,
popped
I
in
mean
my head.
that was a good one.
And Catfish is AWP coming back up there soon to do more searches. They have completely pulled off of Randy Leach's search. So they will not be back on his, and I don't know of any other local cases that they would be in the area on.
Yeah.
And Brent, I did a magnet search of a pond for Randy Leach case this weekend. Nothing found, but it is big and deep, so not totally crossing it off. Later, Dennis can come out and sonar to completely clear it. We'll absolutely do that. Mark says probably some tech could pull that message off of that cassette.
I would think.
Yes.
Lisa, hi Lisa. I'll send you a little tidbit of light info on Tennessee.
Right
Absolutely. On. Okay.
See,
In
Hunter
Honor
said
One.
you could always swap the
Yeah.
tape.
Right.
Okay.
And that was upon end of Morning Deer Road.
Yeah. But what about the messages before that? Definitely a lot of room for funny business. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's great, Brent. Not cleared, but a connection has been made with owners. Okay.
And Hunter One, and that's true. I don't want to jump to conclusions that law enforcement has done something here, but there is a lot of questions with that has gone many years now with no clarity on any of it.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't accusing them of that, but it seems kind of mysterious that the message was there and then it was gone.
Yeah. Because it's very easy to delete one now.
Oh, yeah.
But we all have, we all use cell phone. I mean, I haven't had a house phone and I don't know how long. So, and it's very easy to accidentally delete one on your phone and then go, oh crap. So
new to this case and learning about these three ladies today. Alex, I still have a lot to learn on this one myself. And this one will confuse you if you let it. So I'm trying to look at this, I guess, as simple as I can to keep it as simple to
yes, because I need
come up with locations to search. I mean, I've got 7 search locations right now. 6 of those are public property, so we can access.
Yeah.
One of those is private property, and I know we will have even more by the time we get down there.
Yeah. I have a blue. He has a blue can too, but his doesn't say Pepsi on it. I know what he's drinking.
There was a lot of odd things that happened in that case. That is definitely what I am seeing. And the fact that there's been over 5,000 tips come in over the years,
Yes.
granted it's been a lot of years, that is a very high
Yes.
number on any case. So people are definitely
Right.
digging into this and trying to find these ladies.
Law enforcement have ways to recover anything deleted from a cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't hide nothing from your cell phone, your computer.
Right.
I mean, nothing. They can pull it out. And granted, that was in 1992, but if they did take the tape, that's still going to be in evidence. And they could pull it out and do their thing with it now.
Yeah. I just want to know the connection between, what was it, Robert and the three ladies? There has to be some kind of connection.
Yeah.
Was there a connection between him and the mom?
See, and the fact he claimed that he knew that they had been murdered and their bodies would never be found. I did read some law enforcement think that he was saying that to kind of take credit and get publicity in him not. But, you know, it's hard to not think of him as a top person of interest on this.
Dan says, I looked up the case. There is more speculation than facts posted.
Yes.
Which isn't good for it being a 27-year-old case.
Yeah, there is so much speculation out there on this that if we wanted to just share speculation on it, we could literally go all night long with the speculation. That's
True
out there.
crime and waiting for Mom Janice to have closure. Absolutely. But it's the next one. She wrote, Robert worked with the girls' dad at the dealership. He said he won't say what he knows until his mom dies. Yeah, I remember that. Remember?
Does that sound familiar?
That? Yeah, doesn't that sound familiar? I'm looking at all of you. We should know this.
Because somebody also made that comment on
Randy's case. Oh, I swear.
And I got more information I saved on my email that I wanted to have printed off for tonight and didn't get there.
He said the killer had a lot of experience and knew what they were doing. Lovely. If it's him, he's a narcissist. Oh, even better. Just a second, guys. He's going through his email here, reading some more info.
And I had a lot of messages come in on this case over the last several days. 1, 2, 3. 3 people passed polygraphs. They passed the 20th and 21st polygraphs given in the investigation. There was a few others going to be taking polygraphs, and I have not found results on those yet. There was one person who did not pass a polygraph.
Dan says, I remember seeing a Peacock series on cold cases, and I believe this is one of them, and he's going to double check. That's kind of,
I believe it was.
Yeah. Brent said, anything on the Atchison case?
We had some information come in on a location recently, and we're working to get permission to access that. That will be a sonar search. Problem we're having right now is a lot of these small ponds and lakes around Atchison that are public, they don't allow boat access.
Which is odd.
So it's throwing magnets and
yeah.
Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that, I believe it is. I plan on being back up there, at least throwing magnets in some of these other locations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I've got more in here somewhere. See, the last couple nights, I ain't been going to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning because there's one of our followers I've been talking to who has been extremely helpful. And Alex, I appreciate that, bud. And then there's others I've been talking to information on some of these cases and stuff. And some of these people, if there's a chance to speak with them and it only time they have is 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to stay up and talk to them.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Now, there is another person that a lot of people believe to be a person of interest. They're going off of excessive alcohol abuse, history of domestic violence, committed domestic violence against Susie at one point.
Oh, let's see. Hold on a minute. True crime. Janelle, the friend, first said that they, Stacy and Susie, wanted to go stay at the other girl's house. I was so shocked hearing that on the interview because Susie's mom is not a girl. What?
Not saying she has anything to do with it. She just seemed to be a good friend. It was just odd she would say that. And
Hey, Byron.
Been out on the bike. Nice day for that.
You have a bike?
Saying this person that a lot of people think is a top person of interest has hit his own mother on at least one or more occasions. And that's per a detective. Charged with aggravated kidnapping. Charged with kidnapping in a different state.
True crime said, so I'm like, is there another girl involved we don't know?
I haven't seen anything that would say there is, but we've only been digging into this for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And so we still have a lot to go on it. So I can't rule that out, but I haven't seen anything just yet.
Well, good, Byron. Enjoy. I love bikes.
Tried to send a donation here and it gives me a credit card error. It works everywhere else. Tried it 3 times just now. Let's see what's going on with that.
Yeah. Hold on just a second.
Well, I won't be able to do it while we're live, so.
I didn't think so, but we'll figure it out here in a minute, Craig. Hold on.
So this guy is actually a relative of, well, 2 of the ladies.
Oh, lovely.
It's better. The Robert guy?
Yeah.
No, this other guy.
Oh.
This is a different guy.
Yeah. Thank you, Mark.
There.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's the same last name.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, I got some more. And I will go ahead and share some of this. This one was posted on a group, and they were trying to basically take care of some misinformation. Johnny Rekla was not Dustin Rekla's father. Johnny Rekla was Dustin Rekla's brother. It was not weird that Johnny Rekla was in a group of people watching police process the house. Johnny Rekla was in girls' circle of friends. And I know this may be confusing to a lot of people, but I wanted to go ahead and share this because this will make sense as this case progresses.
Right.
Nowhere has it ever been proven that Stephen Garrison dated Dustin Recla's mother. Nowhere has it ever been proven that Stephen Garrison lived in or dealt drugs out of the same apartment complex that Susie Streeter lived in. Stephen Garrison was never convicted of murder. Janelle Kirby's party was a family party, unlike other parties. The father of Mike Clay's girlfriend has never been proven to be a member of the Galloping Goose Motorcycle Club. Stephen Garrison has never been proven to be a member of the Galloping Motorcycle Club, Galloping Goose Motorcycle Club. And I know that seems random and out in left field.
The whole time I'm going, what?
But it will make sense. Probably the next video update that we do on this. This goes back into the speculation. I believe it was Dan mentioned earlier. I think it was Dan that mentioned it. But there is so much speculation out there. So anybody who starts looking this case up, hopefully this can help you.
Yeah. Because that was
some of it.
That was a lot of information that I'm like, who? And they did what?
A lot of information in left field out of nowhere.
Here's wonder. Correct this card info or try a different card. Oh, goodness.
We'll have to check. I see that.
Mark, that was a test
Mark
to make sure it worked, and it
worked for Mark.
Check it on my computer.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, we're gonna have Megan, Craig. We're gonna have Megan get on her computer and see if we can't figure out what's going on.
And this is one with all the speculation that seems to be out there.
What exactly is she looking up?
Well, we'll take care of it after we're done with this. So with all the speculation that seems to be out there on this, we're kind of going into this the same way that we went into Randy Leach's case.
Yeah.
And that is trying to avoid most of that speculation until we can. What did I do?
She didn't do anything.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but we're talking about the motorcycle groups. I have nothing against them. I love motorcycle groups, but that is the funniest name. Galloping Goose. I'm sorry. All right, I'll leave.
There are Garrison, Streeters, and Galloping Goose here. Similarities are wild. Wow. And you know, Brent, Springfield really ain't that far away from here, too.
Yeah.
Brent says there's Garrison, Streeters, and Galloping Goose there. Saying we found locations that need to be searched. And I'm so worried that if we get into all the different speculation that's out there, that it's just going to like swamp it.
Yeah.
It would be great to have a map with names, properties, etc. I will try to get something like that done, Hunter.
Here, do you want a notepad instead of that? Okay.
The Galloping Goose headquarters are on Guanto Street in Kansas City, Missouri. I use a pay-per-use credit card to do it. I don't float my other cards on YouTube. It's worked for years.
Hunter, I'll do what I can, but I'm nowhere near as organized as
Oh
Jennifer.
my God. I don't know if anybody's as organized as Jennifer with that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's in a level of her own on that.
Like I said, Craig, just hang on for a little while, and then once we jump off here, do you have Craig's info if you need it?
No, we'll get it kind
Okay.
of fixed up. As
Mark-
Mark said, no one is better
Yeah.
than Jennifer. Exactly.
She could find a needle in a haystack on a map.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Sitting at her table on a mat. And
Mm-hmm.
she is incredible.
Yep.
Seeing that. Should have some more on here.
Who's the person that the psychic or claimed to have a dream, or do we know anything about them?
I have not found their name released anywhere, but we will keep digging into that. Jennifer
Yeah.
says, I'll help you set it up at Hunter 1, but I don't think I can manage more than one. In Hunter 1, my search skills on Earth are good, though. I mapped every single nuclear missile silo in Russia.
Nice.
So now if Russia goes nuclear,
Yeah.
you know exactly where it's coming from.
Right. Don't forget about the old barns I told you about as well. That's Bobby. Yes, I know who she is. Not personally, though. I know what you mean, Jim. Is she any connection to the three that you know of? True crime?
In Catfish, we are working on trying to get to a couple old barns that we were talking about.
Oh my goodness. Hunter says I've mapped over 2,000.
Man,
We're not allowed to talk about that anymore.
yeah, just not the war itself.
The what?
Just not the Ukraine war itself.
Oh, okay. No connection. Okay, so it was just random then. That's odd.
2,000. Wow. That's.
Yeah.
You see, now, the person who said that the tip from someone who either claimed to be psychic or dreamed it, this was a former assistant at the Greene County Prosecutor's Office. So this didn't come from detectives, law enforcement, this side. This come from an assistant at the prosecutor's office. So at this point, a former assistant, did he leave on good terms? Was he lashing out at them and thinking, I'm going to make you look bad?
Yeah.
So we're going to need to find out why he left there, when he left there, and if it was on good terms or not.
Yeah.
If it was not good terms, this could simply be a disgruntled employee making false claims.
Yeah, you can't turn away any information when it comes to stuff like this because you just don't know.
No connection, just a tip. But we'll definitely be looking into that to see if there's any connection with that.
Yeah.
I guess they can forget about global warming. They got 2,000 silos.
Right?
See, if those start going off, there won't
Mm,
be much worry about anything.
yeah.
And I have reached out to KY3 on this case to see if I could speak with one of the reporters that has been working on the case as well. And hopefully I hear back from them soon. I'd really like to speak with one of them. And then having family in law enforcement in Lebanon, being that it's not, 45 minutes from Springfield, I know that they've got connections in Springfield, but just to see if they know anything that could help us at least narrow down the areas to search.
Right.
Being this will be like a weekend search, we're going to have to maximize the use of our time while we're there to get as much searching done as possible. Mark, we will be out this coming weekend searching for Randy. And we have at least one search definitely lined up on Randy's, and then possibly a second search that's on another case. This one would be in Atchison. The weekend after that will definitely be in Atchison on Billy and Mary Black. But I'm hoping to get at least, I know we will get at least one search in on Randy this coming weekend. And that may take place during the evening, during the week, and open up to do an additional search this weekend. But I'll definitely keep you posted on that. Holidays, Doc.
Sounds like Doc Holiday. Good reference. I like that.
It would be great if we could share our KNZ files for Earth. Yes.
Well, it's just going to take a while to get some more information on this.
Yeah, this one, there is so much. Yeah. And as it's been mentioned, a lot of it you can tell is just speculation. I mean, you don't want to rule speculation completely out, but you don't want to base everything that you're doing based off of speculation with no facts to back it up.
Yeah.
So this one is going to be, unfortunately, very time consuming, but we will be digging into this. And Brent, I don't have anything planned as of right now. Mostly everything need permission that I currently don't have. I would be out every weekend if that weren't an issue. And yeah, that's in trying to get people while they're home, which means while we're in the area. And it's amazing how much people are gone. And that's why I went with MapHub, so it's shareable by link, though not as advanced as Earth. I'm going to write down MapHub. I'm going to check that out for some of the other cases. The permission is a tough thing. Like Jen said, there are a lot of public spaces, but the high value targets need permission. Yeah, it seems that most of the locations that are higher of interest is all private property. And one of those areas, it's part of Stranger Creek. We do have permission to access. And now it's getting the time together with that property owner because they want to be present when we're there. They want to help out, basically.
Yeah.
And then they want to know who's on their property. They want to know when you leave. And I get that. You know, I'd be the same way if it was my property.
Yeah.
And these people are just very welcoming. And it's just trying to get that specific time that works for everybody to be able to get on there. And this part of Stranger, we will be looking in areas where we've had photos sent to us from some of you guys that we feel definitely needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
And we do have permission to film while we're there.
Yes,
as well.
That's what I'm excited about. You actually get to see what we're looking at, and you get to experience it right along with us. So
right, our sonar screen you will be seeing mostly during this.
Right.
I like that Earth lets me sync the waypoints with my Garmin GPS. Have you tried doing that, Dennis?
Oh, that's a good idea.
No, I do not. I need to get a new GPS. I just been using my phone. And speaking of phone, guys, I want to say thank you to those who have been sending information over to the new email address. that has been so helpful. Chrissy and Megan are both able to help monitor that, and we're getting through those a lot quicker. We still have a lot of catching up to do on that.
Yeah.
But it has been so much better, I guess, so much more productive for us going that direction with it. The public places are usually lakes that I don't have equipment to search. I don't like going out on a wild goose chase. I would rather have a theory or story to back up my search. And Brent, I definitely get that. And sometimes even with the story to back it up, you still feel like you're on a wild goose chase. But when it comes to the lakes and stuff, it almost have to have some kind of story or theory with it to narrow down. Even with GPR, lakes are time consuming, because with GPR on a lake, I'm not comfortable just hitting one area once, one direction. I want to come back in and grid it and hit
it
the other way, just in case the angles are wrong.
Right.
So it definitely helps, as Mark is saying, you need good intel, and you are 100% spot on with that. In Hunter One, I have an old
62
that works well, no cell service required. Oh.
The day it gets away. Yeah.
So we will continue digging into the Springfield case, and we will be doing an updated video by the end of not this coming week, but the week after that.
Yeah.
And we'll update you guys on more of what we're uncovering on that. There is a few people down in Springfield that I'll be talking to this week, and hopefully that will help clear up some more information on this. I have not tried it with my Lawrence Mark IV though. Well, now you're going to have to try it. Let us know if it works.
Well, do you want to get into it, or?
And if you want,
It's your choice.
We might hold off on that till we get some more.
Okay.
I will be reaching out to Leanne to see how she's doing. I noticed she hasn't popped on tonight, and hopefully she's doing well. Hopefully we can get her to join us on a live feed in the coming days.
Yeah.
As soon as she's ready to do that, we will, even if it's the middle of the week, we will be doing a live feed with her. And Lawrence, that's my sonar GPS. Okay, there's the psychic's name.
Kathy Baird. Baird. Thank you, True Crime.
Oh my goodness, that name is so
I know,
familiar.
right? That's why when I said it, I kind of went, what? Probably more for you, just in case.
Wow.
Look at what they're reading. Look what they're saying. Look what Bobby wrote.
If you get around a marine boat company there, look in on 5 or 6 horsepower outboard.
But then, look what Margaret or Hunter.
And then Alberta going to Topeka next week. It is my understanding the 28th at 1 p.m. Alberta will be taking the signatures to the governor, and they are asking anybody in the area who is available to be there. Please join with that rally. Bring attention to the case. And again, the signatures, they are going to try to get the governor to bring in a cold case team to investigate Randy's case. And the governor has said before that she doesn't have the authority to do that, which makes absolutely no sense. But anybody who will be in the area, please join them at the Capitol building. They plan on meeting the last I heard, they plan on meeting on the steps of the Capitol at 1 p.m. So anybody that can be there, please do so. One of my coworkers got married yesterday.
Oh.
He is off of work all this week. They flew out to an island for the honeymoon.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. I remember.
So depending on the workload, we have 4 of us that work in the warehouse. So when we're missing one, it can be a heavy day. And Thursday or Friday, one of my other coworkers will not be there. So depending on the workload and who's there will determine if I'm able to be there. I've talked with my boss. He knows that I'm trying to get up there. He's trying to work with me with that. So fingers crossed I get to go to Topeka and be there with them through this. They definitely need all the support they can get.
I mean, here's kind of a stab in the dark. How many of you think this is actually going to work? This signature thing. Do you really think it's going to make a difference? Do you think it's going to make a difference at all?
With the governor, I hate to say it, but I have my doubts. But what I'm hoping is this is able to get enough attention, even media attention, to put enough pressure on it that something does have to happen.
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that, I mean, it's fine. I think it's time. I mean, we've dealt with so many that I think it's time. Kansas and Missouri, and I mean, everybody should have one by now.
Seeing Hunter one, governors don't have much power over a sheriff unless the right strings are pulled. Right? The county sheriff had their authority and power is very high. True Crime says it's time. John says it's drawing lots of attention. It is definitely time.
Yeah.
And hopefully they can be some reporters show up and cover a story on this.
You know about Alberta?
The signatures for Alberta.
I think there is a reporter showing up for that.
So there is a reporter going to be there?
Because on one of the Facebook pages, they were thanking a reporter for helping.
Well, the Capitol reporter, they run a story on it. So hopefully they will do that while they're there as well. Hopefully, if it works and the cold case investigation happens, it can open up the Schultz if they are connected. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Jack Schultz, hopefully I will get to speak with his family. I'm still waiting for this to get set up. And in fact, we might do an updated video on Jack Schultz this coming week as well. I'd go with the civil case against Leavenworth for stalling the case and refusing a cold case task force. My opinion, that would be their best route to go on this. But if they do that, I would like it to be after the rally, of course. So that way there's more attention brought into it and more for the family to go on, as if they don't have enough, but every little bit more would help.
Hunter says the only location I have for him is the farm where he had a fight with someone at a party before going missing. And then Mark says it is always good to bring awareness. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Seeing you guys have been incredible about bringing awareness and attention to these cases as well. I see many of you sharing these cases all over the place.
Oh, I agree, Jen. If you hit them financially, I think they'd be paid more attention.
Yeah,
absolutely. The Fish and Wildlife is the power over all law enforcement agencies,
officers,
whatever.
Are you going to consider the Michael Vaughn case too? We've been working on the Michael Vaughn case. And other than law enforcement coming out and saying they believe he was abducted, there hasn't been any like relevant information coming out, information that is factual. Again, there's a lot of theories and speculation out there, but there really hasn't been any updates coming out on that case.
Okay, go ahead.
I reached out to a representative here in Leavenworth who will remain nameless unless you want to know who it is, and I'll send you that privately anyway. I requested that he be there to support Alberta.
Yes, I would like to know.
He informed me that he was aware of the situation in the case, and that's all he would say.
Oh dear.
Hopefully they will go.
Bobby, where's those glasses, girl? Hush.
Strong water energy I'm seeing today and previously. Is that on Michael's case?
Ooh.
Got to go early tonight, guys. See you later. You take
Bye,
care,
Jen.
Jen.
Have a good night.
See, Michael Vaughn's case has been another one that's
a bad one.
You think you start lining things up on it to get these locations to search, and then something changes that those don't seem as relevant as this, and then the next day it's something else.
Yep.
But guys, this coming weekend, definitely one search on Randy, possibly a couple other searches. Could possibly hit one place later this week. Hopefully be in Topeka on Thursday. We will keep you updated on that. If we are able to go to Topeka on Thursday, we will definitely stream that for you guys. So those of you who are unable to make it can still be a part of that.
Yes, if he is at Black River, I heard it's super dangerous there.
Did you see that there was a Jack Schultz that lived on Mitchell Road right down the street from where Emily said to search for Randy Leach, west of Stranger, north? I did not see that. What? That's interesting. In fact, with that, I have to find out if it's the same Jack Schultz and if he ever lived over there. That's going to be very interesting if he did. Catfish just can't go, Dennis. I'm sending you some rain. We've had enough rain for the week, Catfish. We appreciate it, though. No, but it's in the documents.
Okay.
So, guys, we're going to go ahead and cut this one down, and we will keep you updated on the searches we'll be out doing. We'll be bringing you guys along on those. Hopefully, we can make contact and be able to get in Stranger Creek this coming weekend as well. But we will definitely keep you updated. We have some more updated videos coming out this coming week. Her pictures of her jewelry, t-shirts, and stuff will be out on her page this week.
20072 Mitchell Road, Tonganoxie.
I know, I do know that Jack's family lives in DeSoto right now. I don't know how long they've lived there, but a friend of mine at work is actually neighbors with them and has been trying to help them on the case.
Nice.
and he's let them know that we're working on it as well, and we'll be setting up the time for us all to get together and
Good.
discuss that.
Okay. Good night, Damien. Good night, everyone. Stay safe, and may God thank you, Bobby. Have a good night.
And Catfish, you be safe if you get out on the river, bud.
The best interviews for the spring. Oh, okay. Crime Watch Daily. Oh, I've heard of that. Crime Watch Daily. I'm sure you have. Thank you. It's on YouTube. Good night, Craig. Night, Mark.
So with that, we'll keep you updated. Till next time, you guys stay safe, and we will catch you down the road.
Bye, guys.